yourself as the head of both the Christian church and the Muslim church and the Hindu church, and also your own religion?
The Oba is the religious head of all people of Benin.
Thanks for clicking on this channel. Please subscribe to AFO's blog history and click on the notification button so that whenever we upload a new video you will be notified. Oba of Benin is the head of Christian, Muslim and traditional religion in Benin Kingdom. In this video, you are going to watch an interview granted by late Oba Akenzua II, which was conducted by a British journalist. In this brief interview, Oba Akenzua talked about a variety of issues. The British journalist was taken into a secret hall in the palace where past Oba shrines are kept. Before the video of the interview, let's talk about how Islam was brought to Benin Kingdom. The first mosque was built by Prince OLOJO, son of the exiled Oba KOSOKO of Lagos. His father was in exile in the Apker waterside in the Ijebu country, driven from the throne by Consul Beecroft and the British Navy in 1851. Prince OLOJO decided to move further east, along the lagoon system to Benin City where his dynastic roots lays. Oba Ovan Ramwan gave him a welcome reception. He settled at the beginning of Lagos Street where he built his mosque. That is the mosque in the beginning of the present-day Lagos Street at Ring Road, Benin City. Many of the Yoruba and Hausa soldiers in the colonial army who took part in the conquest of Benin and who thereafter constituted the military garrison in the city were Muslims. Their numbers greatly swelled the Muslim population already in the city. The Muslims settled along Lagos Street, so named after OLOJO, the Lagos prince. They renamed the Ada and Ode area of the Hugbagwe quarters the area of their greatest concentration Okeyimoli, the Dawn Hill or Dawn District. The name was in celebration of their deliverance from heathenism as attested to by their embrace of Islam. It was the spot from where they hoped the light of the dawn, that is knowledge of Allah through Muhammad, would spread to all parts of Edoland. Now you can sit down and watch the interview granted by late Oba Akenzua II. Happy viewing.
And I asked him how he spent his time in the palace.
Well, in the usual way. Sometimes when I used to play billiards, I play billiards at night.
I hear you have a great reputation, Your Highness, for playing billiards.
Well, I used to play, but I have not played for quite a long time.
Your Highness, you also play a great part in the religious life of your people, too.
Oh yes, oh yes.
I noticed that you have a copy of the Holy Bible. Do you have the Quran too?
Muslim?
Yeah.
Yes, I have that.
So would you regard yourself as the head of both the Christian church and the Muslim church and the Hindu church, and also your own religion?
The Oba is the religious head of all people of Benin.
Your Highness, many of us know about the bronzes that have come from your kingdom. They are very famous. Can you tell me why they are so important to the kingdom of Benin?
Well, because they were record of events. When British troops came here in 1897, they carried them away.
What kind of events, Your Highness, were represented in those plaques?
Any event of record,
Yeah.
such as you are here now. If it were in the old days, you would be recorded in the same way as we have recorded the Code of England about, I think, 56 or so.
That is the last one that Your Highness has commissioned.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, it is not possible to enter this chamber until you knock 3 times.
The most sacred shrines belong to the Oba himself, and I'm taken to see those by one of his sons.
So I'm going to knock at the door 3 times before I open it.
Prince Humphrey Akenzua is a graduate in anthropology from a Nigerian university. He's also a believer both in Christianity and the traditional practices of his people.
This is where we keep our shrine for the departed Oba or the late Obas. Now, this chamber is very important to us It's always a secret chamber. Here we have a shrine, one for Adolo, and this one here is for my grandfather, Eweka II.
Yes.
This is the traditional setting in the palace, where you have the Oba at the middle, surrounded by his chiefs. Now, the model you have here is a bronze cast of my grandfather, Eweka II. Now, you see, we have two chiefs here, the front chief carrying what we call asa. In terms of warfare, these materials are usually used to guide the Oba from attack. Oba was one time a warrior.
And what are these?
These are thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts, yes. We collect them for our shrine because we believe that they are very, very powerful.
And do they come from the sky?
Yeah, they come from the sky.
They look like axes, don't they?
They do, but I think they have a natural shape. It is not carved.
These are not carved by human hand?
No, it's not carved by human hand.
Because we find such things elsewhere in the world made of stone, and they are there used for cutting, but here that is not so.
No, it's not so.
Yeah.
They are usually done from the ground.
I see. What is this, Humphrey?
This is a bell, cast in bronze. Now, this bell and the rattlestick are used simultaneously during any ceremony or festival. This one is used to summon the spirit of the ancestors by ringing it. The other one is used to confirm prayers in the shrine by shaking it like this.
And can anybody have heads like that and tusks?
Yes, only the chiefs. The chiefs, yeah, only the chiefs.
As well as the Oba, chiefs.
As well as chiefs and the Oba as well.
I see. And when was this shrine set up?
This shrine was set up by my father.
Yes. When?
About 1933, when he came to the throne.
Yes.
Yes.
And were all the objects made at that time?
No. Some of the objects were made before that time. Because casting brass is a long process. It is not possible to make a brass cast within a short time.
I see. Then, are there bronzes being made now for the shrine of your father when he should die?
I would regard that question as I can't reveal it because it's a secret within the royal court.
I see.
I wouldn't say my father would die in any case. And I don't want to reveal the secret of the Benin people because
I quite understand.
It will annoy them.
Yes.
It's the beginning of the Nigerian New Year, the time when Igwe and the most important of all the ceremonials used to be held. Quite unexpectedly, the entire congregation of one of the city's Christian churches has come to pay their respects to the Oba in front of the palace.
For the peace given to this city and the whole Nigeria in particular.
Their clergyman comes from another part of Nigeria and doesn't speak Bini, so his message has to be translated.
May strengthen our Oba and endue him with more abundant life and peace. So that his reign may be well established in this city and throughout Nigeria. And we pray also on behalf of the chiefs that they may be in cooperation with our Baba and everything may be going on smoothly. So that everything may be done successfully for the glory of God. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Well, go.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes, no samarume. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yes, no samarume. Oh yeah, yeah.
The plaques, about 1,000 of them, were found by the punitive expedition stacked in a storeroom. Apparently they had been taken down some 200 years before. Once they had covered the pillars of the palace, and together they give a detailed picture of the Benin court at the height of its glory and power. On the few occasions that the Oba left his palace, his sacred body had to be protected from the rays of the sun by the shields of his chiefs. His attendants, going before him, carry leather caskets containing kola nuts for the Oba to distribute as a gesture of patronage, just as he does today at the daily Ematon ceremony. One of the most technically accomplished of all the plaques, a masterpiece of bronze caster's art in high relief. It shows the Oba fulfilling his sacred duties by sacrificing a cow.